Let's get Candace on here because Candace is ready to step into psycho this weekend. This is a segment we used to do quite often when you're going into the weekend and you are a fairly even-keeled person, right? But you know that you are stepping into psycho and you start to embrace it. And this is not the first time that we've got a call from somebody saying that they think that they can successfully tail their husband because maybe they are cheating. Hey, Candace.
Hi there. How are you?
You're stepping into psycho this weekend. Like Kristen embraces her emotions, you embrace your psycho.
I'm definitely dipping some toes in there, yeah.
What you got going on?
Well, okay, so obviously I think my husband may be cheating. I don't know with who, and I kind of have an idea when. The story is I took a job a little more than 6 months ago, a promotion, and it makes it so that I have to travel quite often. And oddly enough, my husband was all for it. Like, I was pretty trepidatious about it. I didn't want to be gone so often. I mean, I'm gone a couple weeks out of the month, like, consistently. So I was ready to kind of turn it down and you know, stay nearby. But he was very on board. Very, we can handle this. This is a big opportunity for you. We got this, you know. And he's always been supportive, so that's not the part that's weird. The thing is that when I'm gone, it's just different. Like he does. At first, it was like he doesn't answer my text, you know, or he, you know, wouldn't answer a phone call here and there, and that's like, you know, when you're gone, you know, somebody his mind isn't on that stuff. He's working, he's doing all that stuff. But we have one of those cameras at our front door for packages. My mom had her packages stolen a few Christmases ago, and she got us one of those little cameras.
Wait, hold on, Candace.
Why is that funny?
Is this the nervous laughters?
It is. I'm so sorry.
You remember that time Mom got that package stolen?
On Jesus' birthday! Man, those were good times.
Remember, it had Dad's ashes in it.
Those were really good. Man, I miss those days.
It's okay. It's okay.
So sorry. It wasn't funny. It was like her Christmas. But she sent us this camera, and we have it. We don't really use it for security. We use it for being lazy, basically. We see if it's Amazon or if it's a delivery dude or if it's somebody we don't want to hang out with. We just, you know, pretend that we're not home. But it's there. And it just, you know, shows our front door, basically. And I noticed over the past few months that when I'm gone, he doesn't use the front door, which I thought was weird. Like, it just consistently, especially on Friday nights after work, he just doesn't use it. I had it ping me on my phone that we had a package one of the days, and I just noticed that, you know, he wasn't there. And so I started kind of checking in when I was gone. And because when I'm home, that's the door that we use. Mm-hmm. So it just felt weird. And, you know, I've asked him about it. I'm not totally crazy yet. I've asked him about it, and he's just like, no, I guess I just don't use that door. I didn't use that door that day. Like it was no big deal. And I thought, okay, but it's every single time that I'm gone. And only when I'm gone. And
when you circle back with him on that, he's like, no, I was home. I just didn't get the package. Or does he ever tell you that he's going out?
No, he doesn't tell me that he's going out. And that's another thing. I mean, yeah, he's just like, no, I came home, or, oh, I had a beer after work, or, you know, whatever. Like, it's no big deal. He just kind of shrugs it off like I'm being, you know, like I'm being crazy. And maybe for a while I thought, well, maybe I am, but it's just continued. Even after I asked him about it, it's continued. So I thought, well, if he wasn't doing something weird, maybe he'd try to use the front door so I wouldn't freak out. You know what I mean? And it's just been really weird. And yeah, I don't know. And that's the thing. And I guess it's some kind of paranoia also from being away and not having any control over, you know, that camera is basically, it feels like my only lifeline to home when he's not answering my text.
No, I get you. Know. I totally get you. So the game plan this weekend and the stepping into psycho part of this whole thing is what?
Well, I told him that I was, traveling for work this weekend, which I am not. But, it's happened so frequently that he didn't think twice about it. So I thought instead of, I thought that I would possibly get a hotel and maybe trail him after work.
So you're going to try
to see where he's going. Yeah.
Well, Candace, we're going to do this. We're going to do it right. You're not going to trail him. You're going to tail him.
I don't know all the terminology.
Yeah, if you can't even get that part right, I'm not sure this is going to be successful. You're in trouble. And you plan on tailing him in a car that you use every day?
Well, that's actually why I called. I told one of my girlfriends, but she's not married. She thinks I'm crazy and that I shouldn't do it. But I thought I'd call you guys to get some tips, because I thought, do I rent a car? Does that make me more crazy?
Why can't you just get an Uber? And you can do what they always do in the movies. Follow that car! Yeah, why don't you just get like an Uber and have them do it? And wherever he goes, you go.
Yeah, I could do that. I'm also nervous because I also don't want, there's part of me that's like, do you really want to know if it's something? I mean, I do. I do want to know.
So we've done these before. In fact, I remember years ago, we had somebody that was so serious about this that she tailed her husband over state lines. She had to go so far. I don't know that we've ever had one that's been successful. Like, it looks so easy in the movies, but I don't even know that you could pull it off. But I mean, if this is where your marriage is at and your relationship is at now, like,
I know.
I'd make it a girl's day out of it, and just to get a girlfriend to, like, you tell your man for a little bit and then go have some brunch.
Have a whole stakeout.
Yeah.
With some steak after.
Yeah. So you're endorsing doing this?
Oh, yeah, why not?
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're saying get a whole bunch of friends and have them drive?
Not a whole bunch of friends, but I mean, it's always nice to have a partner in crime. So I would get a friend that you really trust. I mean, every woman has that woman in her life that would hop in the car with her to tell her man.
That's a fact.
Well, I know who I'm calling. I'm calling Amanda. Amanda's she's gonna be my ride or die when it comes to telling my man. So I feel like if you have a friend and then you use her car, and you obviously you pay for her gas, duh.
Yeah.
But that way you have somebody as like a little bit of a moral support, even though we have no morals.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show on your favorite podcast platform. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can find us. I don't know what any of these buttons do, by the way.